The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting group. If you or anyone you know might be interested in making a television show, please call 260-421-1250. Access Fort Wayne is a department of the Allen County Public Library.
From my home state, from Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indiana. There he is, the host of the Uncle Ducky Show, Uncle Ducky. There he is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from his farmhouse in Allen County, Indiana, the host of the Uncle Ducky Show, the one, the only, Uncle Ducky.
Yay!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening out there in the balcony. How are you? Welcome to our professionally produced, award-winning Uncle Ducky Show. Only the best in television production. Hey, if you notice, I have sort of a 6 o'clock or is it 5 o'clock shadow. That's because I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then I feed the cows.
Ooh.
And then after that, I feed the pigs.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, let's wake up Mrs. McHenry, shall we? Let's do that on 3. And then after I say 3, we always say, wake up, Mrs. McHenry. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wake up, Mr. McHenry.
Hey, Uncle Ducky, how you doing?
Good, Mrs. McHenry. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Great, that music was really scary.
Kind of scary. I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
So let's find out what the idiom of the month is, shall we?
Okay, yeah, can we talk to Percy?
Oh, hi, Percy.
Hi.
So, Percy, let's give Percy a nice round of applause, please.
Yay!
So, Percy, what is the idiom of the month?
There's no place like home.
And that's the idiom of the month. So sometime during our broadcast, you'll hear that idiom, there's no place like home. Good.
Hey, Ducky, don't
Yes.
you think that you maybe should get your hat on from Mr. Caulfield?
Yes. Oh, hi, Mr. Caulfield. How are you?
Well, Sharon, it's good to see you now, Ducky. It is.
Thank you very much, Mr. Caulfield. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I'd like to add 2 plus 2, but I sure don't think I know the answer.
No!
So,
good.
you better have your candy ready, because the little trick-or-treaters will be coming by any moment.
I'm glad you asked me that. Since we're from the Allen County Public Library, tonight, instead of sweets, we have pencils.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Okay, so who's going to come out and set the clock to 9 o'clock?
Hey, I think we have some visitors. Who do we have here?
Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick.
Oh, I get it. All right.
Tick, tock.
Colin, how you doing?
Good.
So you're going to set the clock till 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
You know how to make it 9?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do that
Tock.
then.
Tick, tock, tick,
Like that.
tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick.
Oh, thank you so much. You didn't even tickle me this time.
Oh, say hi to Mr. Cuckoo. Yes.
Hi, Colin.
Thank you. Colin, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be coming out later on in our broadcast.
Yay!
Did you know, Ducky, we talked about the trains last weekend?
That's
or last
right,
week?
Mr.
Last month, sometime.
Cuckoo.
And time zones, because daylight savings time will soon be ending.
That's right.
And time zones were set up because of the railroads. because otherwise each town had its own time, judging with noon being when the sun was overhead,
Right.
and you couldn't, noon in Fort Wayne might be 11:30 in Kosciuszko County, so they decided to make it so the whole area would have the same time, so railroads could say you will arrive at 8:15 and you would arrive at 8:15, not at 8:30 or 8:45. It would be the 8:15 according to your clock to keep everything from being all confusing.
Yes. So the Transcontinental Railroad started time zones back in 1869 is when it was, and that was our feature of our last show. Very good, and we had books, and you can do papers on the Transcontinental Railroad.
Ooh.
I hear something at the door. Yes, vicious venom.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, vicious venom.
Trick or treat, smell my tacos. Ooh, trick or treat.
Hey,
Trick or
hey,
treat.
hey, Uncle
Yeah,
Ducky.
I'm here to go trick.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Yes.
Hey,
wait a
Uncle
sec.
Ducky.
Hold it.
I know Vicious Venom is out here, but I got a question.
Yes.
Shouldn't we have a video from Zombie Fest?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Can't you all watch that together?
Yeah.
Right. So, but before we do that, there's a guy out there. I looked out the window of the farmhouse. He's got all blue on him. Right, Percy? Percy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy out there with blue. Stay right there, Vicious Venom. Where's the
Blue?
guy in blue?
Yeah, where?
Run, get out here.
I don't see him. Where is he?
Bring it. No.
Blue.
Hey, blue guy.
Where is he?
It's the blue guy.
You can.
Hey, blue guy. Are you sure he's not the clear guy? I can't see him. Is he opaque guy?
I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know.
Here he
This
comes.
bad?
Here
Oh,
he
okay,
comes,
now I
ladies
see
and
him. Now I
gentlemen.
see him.
Nice
Oh, yeah,
round
he's
of
blue.
applause for
we
the
didn't
blue
say-
guy.
Hi, blue.
Yay, blue guy.
So, what are you bringing this gravestone for?
It's a Halloween.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, blue guy.
Bye, blue guy.
Bye-bye, blue guy.
Dee-ba-la, dee-ba-la, da, 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 da.
Here's your pencil. See you later.
All right, see
Bye.
ya. Bye. Go.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Zombie Fest, I'm going to show that Mrs. McHenry from the Zombie Fest just this last weekend, Todd Allen and
I think
Jody
it was
Extreme.
X, wasn't it?
What's that?
Was it Jody X?
Jody X.
Hi, everybody. This is Jody Extreme, and we are here downtown at Fright Night 2019. And here we have. Yes, and we have.
Pumpkin face.
Pumpkin Face and Little Miss. Oh, we have. Looks like this.
What's your name?
The Scream. Ooh, scary. Everybody's so scary down here tonight. So, okay, so we've got a special challenge for these folks. We want to see if they can name the 5 capitals of these 5 states that this gentleman right here. I'm sorry, what is your name again?
Todd Allen, Allen County News.
That's right, Todd Allen, Allen County News has got on this piece of paper, and they can win a whole $1. Woohoo, $1. Okay, so Todd Allen, do you want to question them? Are you ready?
Yes. Could you name me the state capital of South Dakota?
Pumpkin face.
Incorrect. It's Pierre. But you have another chance. How about Maine?
Pumpkin face.
Boston's incorrect. It's Concord. So how about New Jersey? Mrs. Pumpkin. Face the camera, Miss Pumpkin.
Pumpkin face.
Incorrect. Oh is incorrect. It's Trenton. Sorry you can't win the money, but thanks for being on our show.
Thank you.
Everybody have a good Friday night 2019. Woohoo!
Yeah, wasn't that great from Zombie Fest? Hey, Norm, what is this? It looks like a casket. What's a casket doing on our show tonight, Norm?
Yeah, Ducky, that was a special delivery. Did you order something from Amazon Prime?
No, I didn't.
Well, it got here earlier today.
So should I open it?
Of course you should.
Well, yeah, it is Halloween, Bo, and stuff might jump out at you.
Okay, so I'll open it slowly.
Ooh.
Ready?
Yeah.
So bad. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, and whom are you?
This isn't the haunted hotel.
No, it's the Uncle Ducky farmhouse.
Who moved my coffin?
I don't know.
Oh, that's all right. Hello, Ducky.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Fine. What is your name?
I'm Mr. Gruesome Graves.
Gruesome Graves, which goes in, the theme of Halloween.
And I'm here to spread the joy of Halloween.
Oh.
In fact, Norm, how about playing a piece of our show for all these nice folks?
Good evening, my children of the grave. This is your host of horror, reminding you to tune in to the Haunted Hotel, Friday nights at 10 on Access 2. Join me, Mr. Graves, as I present to you your weekly Dead Time story. And after that, you may rest in peace.
Wow, that's neat. So you have your own show on cable access?
Yes, sir. 7 years now.
7 years.
I want all of my children of the grave to tune in for Halloween.
All right, so would you come back later on in our show tonight? Because we do mention and we promote reading books from the Allen County Public Library.
I'd be happy to.
Okay, let me get the door for you. Goodbye, Gruesome Graves.
Oh, bye. Bye. Take care, Gruesome Graves.
Jody Extreme said, Mrs. McHenry said goodbye, Gruesome Graves.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ding dong. Ding dong. Ding dong.
That a door. That's good. Hey, it's Jody Extreme.
Yeah, hi. Hi. This is Jody Extreme. Hey, guess what? Well, you know what? Jerry the Magician was going to be on our show tonight, but he is feeling a little under the weather. But guess what, kids? It's his birthday. So I thought it'd be so nice if all of us here at Uncle Ducky and all of you out there can sing happy birthday to Jerry the Magician. So let's go together. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jerry the Magician. Happy birthday to you. Woo! And you know, kids, any kind of laughter, even when you're feeling bad, any kind of jokes or anything funny, which we're not funny, but Jerry's funny, and any kind of laughter like that will definitely make you feel better, even if you are sick. So happy birthday, Jerry!
Thank you, Jerry, and get well.
Woohoo!
So, hey, Jody Extreme.
Yeah.
You were with Todd Allen, and you ran into a zombie fireman. I wonder if Norm can show that tape.
Todd Allen, Allen County News with a firefighter, zombie firefighter. Boys and girls, this is what can happen to you if you don't watch your kids around July 4th with sparklers.
Yeah. Be careful. Don't play around with matches.
Leave it up to the professionals on July 4th. A lot of people have burn issues, and look at the burn. What kind of a burn is that?
This is third-degree burns. Really bad ones.
Yes.
The kind you don't recover from.
You don't recover from. So leave it up to the professionals, and Jody might ask you one more question.
What's the most important thing about fire safety you can tell the kids at home?
Find a spot with Mom and Dad to go meet outside. If there's a problem, have something arranged with Mom and Dad, so that if there's ever an emergency in your house, no matter what it is, whether it's the tree out front or the neighbor's house, have a place to always meet Mom and Dad.
Yep, get a plan. That's great advice. This has been Todd Allen, and this has been our zombie fireman saying, kids, don't forget fire safety. Okay, so Percy, so it says that we should talk to, oh, wait a minute, Johnny Appleseed.
Oh, okay.
Everything following Halloween means Johnny Appleseed. Hey,
Ducky.
Yes.
You're supposed to talk about Johnny Appleseed Festival.
The Johnny
Your
Appleseed.
visit.
Oh, that's right, the Johnny Appleseed Festival. Guess who we have on tape? The Incognito Dancers, and they're from Ligonier, Indiana. So, Norm, do you have the tape of the Incognito Dancers? And they'll do their clogging to the song Amazing Grace. Very good. Thank you. Kelsey and the Incognito Dancers, Ligonier, Indiana. And they'll be back on later on this season. Hey, sounds like the doorbell. I'm going to answer the door.
Yeah, I think it's the doorbell.
Come on out, boys and girls. We have some visitors.
Yay! Ducky, who do we have?
Okay, how would you like to speak to a wall painting, Avery? There's a wall painting right there. Would you like to speak to it?
Hey, Avery, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Are you ready to here to talk about some Halloween stuff?
Yeah.
And introduce your brother.
Oh, is that your brother? What's his name?
Grayson.
Grayson. So
Oh,
Grayson,
Grayson.
face the camera. Avery, face the camera. So Colin is going to go to the window because I think these kids want us to read books, and it's Halloween, so get it, Witches, Wicked Witch of the West. So the Wizard of Oz is featured on tonight's show. So Avery, why don't you go over to the window and the farmhand will hand you out a book. Yeah. Oh, look. No, wrong books. It's the one about the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's okay. The farmhand doesn't look like it's got any eyes. Yeah, it's that one.
There's one book from the Wizard of Oz. Show that to the Avery to the camera. Just hold that up and the camera will zoom in on it. See how that works?
Ooh.
There you go. Good. Oh, thank you, Farmhand. Farmhand, how are you doing tonight? Good. All right. Have Grayson show this book. That's another book on the Wizard of Oz. This is the original book version, okay? And there's one more book, The Wizard of Oz. And Colin will show that book. Zoom in on that. And there's a famous illustrator, and I can't remember his name, but anyway, we have some stills on this. Let me show you right here. Yeah. Zoom in on this. Isn't this a brilliant?
Ooh, look at the colors.
Yes.
That's amazing artwork. Look at how cool that looks.
The front cover, yes. And so when you go to the kids section, and people say the kids section, well, remember James from Jeopardy James? A lot of the information he got to answer all those questions on Jeopardy were actually from kids' books. So thank you very much for being on the show, kids.
Yeah, kids,
all
happy
right.
Halloween.
You want to take your mask off and show me your face
out there.
Avery, there you go. Avery and Grayson and Colin. Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks,
Say goodbye
guys.
to Mrs. McHenry.
Bye, guys. Have a good time. I hope you come back and
good.
see us.
Well, that was a nice segment. I like that. Excuse me, I have to get the phone. Uncle Ducky Show. You're
Hey
on the air.
there, Ducky.
Oh,
It's Lady Catherine.
Oh, hi, Lady Catherine.
How are you doing?
Fine, and thanks for calling in. Hey, it's our Halloween show, Lady Catherine.
I know, and I wanted to thank you again for promoting the library.
Yes.
I like the way you increase our vocabulary, help people learn, tell them things to do that are fun and not dangerous.
Yes.
But I have something else here for you, a little surprise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, What we have here, since you're talking about the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
We got us here a good witch, Glenda.
Are you serious?
Stand by. I'll put her on the phone for you, okay?
Oh, I like that Louisiana accent, Lady Catherine.
Hi, Uncle Ducky.
Hi, is this Glinda, the
This
good
is
witch?
Glinda.
Oh,
But
my goodness.
I was wondering if Jody Extreme is there.
Oh, well, Jody, are you there? Are you out? She might be in the pasture. Jody, are you in the pasture?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, there she is.
Hey.
Hi, Jody. This is Glinda.
Hi,
The
Glinda.
Good Witch.
You mean the good witch?
Yes.
You mean like you always have the power to go home like that?
That's right.
Oh my
exactly.
goodness, I'm talking to the witch.
You must have read the book about the Wizard of Oz.
I did. It was great.
That's wonderful. Jody, I was wondering if maybe you can talk about the Salem witch trials. And I wonder where we can find books about the Wizard of Oz and about the witch trials.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so you know what? I was reading about this just today. And all right, in 1692, what ended up happening was that there were some young girls, and they kind of got in trouble. And what happened was they started to accuse other people of being witches. And things were so crazy back then that they started to believe them. And it wasn't just girls that got in trouble; it was men, women, children, hundreds and hundreds of people started and they thought that they were possessed by demons or possessed by the devil. But hey, I read such an interesting fact, and I mean you can find all kinds of sources down at the library, but the interesting fact was there was a study in Scientific Magazine in 1976, and it said that they thought that the delusions were caused by a kind of fungus that was on their food. It was on their cereal and their rye and their barley, and it's kind of crazy, but the thing about it was that it kind of reminded me of how gluten affects people. It helped cause people to be delusional and have seizures and vomiting. So, I mean, I don't want to end on vomiting, but I mean, like...
You just did. Yeah.
Right, I know, I just did. I can't. Hey,
I wonder if the farmhand has a few books on the Salem witch trials. Whoa, here, look, show that book, Jody Extreme.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Okay, so, Salem Witch Trials. Look at this, Salem Witch Trials.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Hey, do you know the Wicked Witch of the West?
Yes, of course I do.
Do
I
you?
know all the witches.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, sorry, we got more books. Okay, so you wouldn't want to be a Salem witch. No, probably not. Yeah, no, that seems like that'd be bad. And then, okay, witchcraft trials. Boy, it says fear, betrayal, and death in Salem. Boy, you wouldn't want to do that either, would you?
I'm so glad I wasn't there.
No, I know. Me too. Me too. So.
Interesting enough, my conscience wants to talk to you.
He does. Okay, hold on just a second. Do I have enough cord?
Or you can use that one right
all
there.
Perfect.
There, good.
All right. Hey, my conscience. I hear you want to talk to me.
What do you want to talk about?
You sound a little different.
Well, I had to costume my voice so that no one would recognize me when I went trick-or-treating.
Oh, okay. But, are you going to go anywhere after you go trick-or-treating?
I'm going to go and sit and eat a lot of candy.
Right. But when you sit and eat a lot of candy, there's no place like home, huh?
That's right.
Exactly.
Where nobody else can take it from me there.
I know. Well, Mom and Dad can, and Mom and Dad should, take it. Even though Halloween's fun and there's lots and lots of candy to be had, remember, everything in balance. Maybe 1 or 2 pieces, or maybe 4 or 5 pieces, but not a whole lot. Save it throughout the year. We have buckets and buckets of candy. Okay, thanks, my conscience. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, hey, I want to see, hey, Jody, can you bring out Farmer Lafferty? We only have 5 minutes to go in the show.
Hey, Farmer Lafferty, you're back here? Oh, Farmer Lafferty, great.
Yeah. Farmer Lafferty, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, that is no costume. I saw her park her broom out back. Yeah, I tell you, when I went trick-or-treating, first place I went up to, I said trick-or-treat, and the guy pulled out a hat and pulled out a rabbit, gave me a trick. The second place I went, I said trick-or-treat, and he looked at me and said, okay, do a trick. I just totally bombed on trick-or-treat that night. I am so sorry. But that's Halloween. You never know what's going to happen.
That was the punchline?
Yay!
I don't know.
Close enough.
Close enough, yeah.
And that's it. But I'm a little worried about Jody. When I said which way, she did it her way, which means she's the witch.
Oh, that's right, yes. Okay. So, would you mind, Farmer Lafferty, going over and opening up the casket? I think Gruesome Graves is reading a book, and he wants to show us that book, too. Yes. Oh, there it is. It's called Get Happy. And look who we have here. We have Dorothy.
Hi.
Come on out, Gruesome, and join us.
Hey, Gruesome, who's that book about?
About Judy Garland.
Judy Garland. And do you know that, Sloaney Extreme, did you know that Judy Garland played Dorothy on The Wizard of Oz? Did you know that was the actress?
No.
And do you know how that you could find out more about Judy Garland?
In her biography?
Exactly. And where are biographies? Where can we find a bunch of biographies?
In the library.
In Allen County Public Library. Great. Woohoo!
So let's have Dorothy tell us what the idiom of the month is.
There's no place like home.
And what did she do in the movie? Did she click her heels? Jan, where are you?
Those are some pretty nice ruby red slippers. I think Jan's got a pair too.
Yes, where is Jan?
Is she in the field? She's somewhere.
Get on mic.
Jan! Oh, hi, Jan. Ooh, look.
Me and Slug, we got the shoes. Down here, boys. Ooh, ready? Okay, click your heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yay! Look at that, there's no place like home.
So that's all. Well, that was inappropriate. Anyway, so that's all the time we have. I hope you enjoyed our Halloween show. Thank you, Gruesome Graves, for coming on the show.
My pleasure, Ducky.
Thank you, Dorothy, for being on the show.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Jody Extreme, for being on the show. And we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. There you go. Come on